Welcome back to Factorio building the Hyperbase. Okay, so at the end of last episode I quickly laid down, I think I did it in the episode, the copper, which was just basically a copy of the iron down here for an 820 train. What I want to do is we'll fly down here. I'm actually going to go a little old school with the rail for the copper and iron, and they're actually going to share a line. Oh, slow. They're going to share a line. What's that? I have no idea. I'm assuming I don't need it. So what we'll do is we'll grab a nice long length of rail like that, and come back over here, probably to about this point. Whoops. No, forwards guy, thanks. Oh. Something like that, and we're a long way further from this end than I expected us to be. I don't have any of my rail intersections. I guess I could grab one quickly. Should be some rail up here. Somewhere. There we go. That will do. What's that? Don't know. Don't care. That gives me an intersection. It's really just the signals that I'm after, I guess. And this, we need some more powerful brakes. One of these guys, that one there. And where did my long section go? There we go. Oh, leaving some guys behind. Finally catching up. So this will enable our satellite build. Whoops. This will enable our satellite build to get all of the circuits needed for the solar panels. Might need to just sit here for a moment while all of these bots sort themselves out, so I might have a sip of coffee. Obviously some of these guys have been given the orders for these bits and that bit up there. Here we go. That's better. Now, a consequence of this, of course, is we'll have to put a few signals on our path. Where are we up to? Okay, long way to go. So that it can share multiple trains, but probably not as frequently as, you know, a proper busy intersection would need, like the ones we have around the main base. We can probably get away with a lot more sparse populating. How are we doing? We still have over 1,000 rail. That's pretty good. We still have charge in our battery. Now we are starting to get close, so I might just... I'll let these guys catch up. I'll take forever otherwise. And pop over here. Ooh. So we can kind of get an idea where these guys are going to connect. Back up. Oop, too far. Here. Where are we? We're reasonably close. It's probably further than it looks, but never mind. We still have basically 1,000 rail. This will certainly save us time in the long run. We don't have that many rail signals to handle this, but not to worry. Can't quite see. There it is. Oh, wrong button again. Might just have to rip out a bunch of trees in the middle here so I've got a clearer view of where the rail is. With the speed of this thing we can certainly get rid of the trees very quickly. Right, that's good. Alright, let us see what we need to do here to get this to work. Oh. Alrighty-o. There's this thing on this plane that says enable logistics while moving. I've turned it off. It doesn't seem to make the slightest difference, unless it's only referring to logistics if you've put bots in here instead of afterburners. And then what? Are you using bots out of here? I don't know. Maybe that's the intention. So maybe that's how it works rather than what I sort of naively think, but never mind. Okay, let's see if we can finish off the copper. So every now and then I will put in some rail signals. But not nearly as often as you might have on a more or a busier line. This line should only have a couple of trains, unless I need 2 trains for each of copper and iron, just because of the volume. Certainly possible. The volume, what I mean is because of the travel time, if I need a second train on the line, which, you know, we may do. It'll be the first time that has been the case from what I can gather. Let's just wait for this to come back. We didn't waste too much rail there. Where's this bot? There it is. I'll just put one in here. And we're going to come up to here, and what I'd like to do, hopefully we can do this, is one of these. That one has the rail, that one does not. I want at least that kind of length. Oh, stop. So that a yeah, it doesn't like that really. You have to kind of do something messy like that. So that you can effectively have one of each type of train kind of lining up. Prior to entering this area, which is only going to work. So I mean, if we did actually have 2 trains on the lines, we could support trains sort of sitting here and here. And woo. So, in actual fact, this one here, might as well just do that. And as we are merging, no, that's not what we want. We want signals. I really would like the other sort of signal, the chain signal, but we don't appear to have any. Let me just make sure, whoops, that gets refreshed. Next time we go back to base. Here, whoops. Another one. Do I need another one? Probably not, but there we go. That will cover us nicely, I think. So that is the, oh, there we go again. Let's just wait for our stupid bots to come back. Have a sip of coffee. That will cover us for the this area. We need to build it out now. I think I finished building out this area. Can't tell because there's no power. So I need to get power down into this area. well, we've got power here. Could probably run power from there. Oh, and that needs to be connected up as well. Here we go, our bot's finally coming back. Long little procession of them. This is why I keep going through construction bots. I don't know how many are just floating around the factory in strange places, but there's bound to be some. Right, any more? No, you're not going to make decisions to start building more of that. Oh, maybe no one got out then with a bit of luck. Is there a missing, whoops, is there a missing bit here? There was. Okay. So what I want to do is basically this. Oh, it's not going to work. Now hopefully that provides power all the way to the beginning of this line. I'll know pretty soon. No, the first one doesn't reach. What about that one? Yep. So we just need to move this guy a little bit. Ah, stop. Ah, we're out. Alright, let's get some more. Let's bump that up to, say, 100. Dump wood and so on. Right, start slowing down. There we go. I forgot I was ordering furnaces. Do I need 3,000 rail? Not sure. How's the stone supply going? 10k. That's basically just 10k of stone that's been picked up by me or by the solar. So kind of incredible. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to do while we're here. We'll... Oh, we can't jump out into a roboport, I guess. Just want to show you how many modules we have sitting in here. That's just picking up modules from our module farm. So the module farm has got to a point where it is starting to produce at the sort of rate that, you know, we need to build things out. So it really isn't the modules anymore that's holding us back. It is the power grid. I think this is the 10th row, so this is halfway row. Probably about 230,000 panels, 232,000 panels. That's pretty good. You'll see in a moment just how much power that produces, although, you know, as I've said many times before, I guess you really only get sort of 2/3 of the power due to the day-night cycle. looks like we're very close to 14 gigawatts by solar panels alone, so all in all we're close to about 10 gigawatts, but we need about close to 9, so there's not that much leeway just yet. And quite likely by the time we have got all that stuff already, that's very good. Let's grab those trees, don't need them either. All gone, very good. Okay, let's get back to the action. Down here, slow down, go too far, keep slowing down, go too far again. Oh dear. Alright. Let's get rid of all that nonsense, it's just getting in the way of planting poles. Oh, come on. Can you please just go straight ahead, dude? Alright, enough. Oh, okay. So, if you were powered, everything would be hunky. There we go. And that's that. I don't actually think I needed those at all. Right, okay. Let's get back to our craft. Oh, what did that do to fuel demand? We're still in 8.5 fuel power demand. Still just 8.5 gigawatt. Right. Oops. Stupid trees. Even with them reduced to low, and there's no setting for them to be less frequent than that, so we have to run with what we've got. There we go. That should power up all of this lot. No. It does not. Probably one of those little... here. It's better. 8.6. That's only because this is missing all of its beacons. And this one is not actually connected either. There we go. Okay. That probably means I have the same issue up there. See if we can pick up our plane as we go up. So I don't know if you want me to show you picking up, because I'll probably use the cargo plane, the slow plane, although maybe I won't. Maybe I will use this faster plane to just dump all the stuff that I've got. Probably don't need this 3000 rail that I've picked up. To build out these two areas. Oh, excuse me. Right, first of all, let's just swap these guys over. That should charge up this area, I think. No, it does not. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just... Oh, not that direction, this direction, thanks. We have a whole bunch of the substations, so they should be carrying the power through to the other side. That's better, that one's working, that one's working. We're missing a few of the miners. And obviously... there you go, that's working now. See if we can catch up on the remainder of our bots. Just for interest's sake, what are we doing? 8 updates, microseconds in the update. According to this, I have seen it over the 100k plates per minute, but according to this, we're still under that for the moment. I don't know why this number jumps around so much, but I guess it's because we're not fully supplying the facility yet. More of our bots. That was the power grid, 8.6. Yeah, that's fine for the moment, but it'll be a lot worse once we've got the modules in here. Wow. Where's the rest of my guys? I may have left some down here. There you go, we started with 200 and now we've got 88. Alright, well, the thing that we need to do is work out how much plastic, and batteries and so on that we need to produce. If my calculations, my earlier calculations were correct, I need like 32 battery factories. Because of the time it takes to make them. And I need enough plastic for 11 red circuit factories, which will be sped up 8 times. I haven't actually calculated out the plastic yet, so more maths lessons. So 60 seconds divided by 6 times 8 times 2 is the amount of plastic we need per minute per machine. There's 11 of them. That's 1760. Plastic is 2 plastic per second. So if we divide by 120, divide by 1.3, and then a multiplier, probably about 8, we end up with about 2 plastic machines only. I think that's roughly right. If we check our oil up here, we no longer have the most efficient. It's dropped to 6.9, but it would still be 2. And I guess we'll end up doing something like this. 2 doesn't seem like a lot though, does it? Because each of these will only take 4,000 plastic. 32 batteries though, that's something else. Doesn't really work for me, 32. I really need it to be 40 because, or 20. Because we want it to line up here in an 820. So I guess let's come back here. So we've got this huge oil field. Yeah, this ridiculous one here. 217,000. By the way, that is not the most ridiculous one I've seen on this map. This one here, 330,000. Oh, what's that one? Oh, that's, yeah, that's down here. It's not as ridiculous. So, yeah, we have this. So, I don't know how much room I'm going to need, but if I said, let's cut that down to like 1,000. So that I can then get sort of $50 of those. That'd be a good start. Let's just go back to base and do that. Okay, time to start slowing down. We almost got there in time. need all of those? Who knows? We're bound to need a few of these guys too. Stone supply is actually dropping now, which is good. I mean, if we actually run out, it's not a problem because we've got the stone mine. It's just amazing to me that we keep growing. I probably want some beacons too, actually. Let's do that. We probably need lots of pipes as well, but yeah, never mind. Okay. I'm probably just going to ignore this stone. Let me swap this over. So, should have got some cars actually. Oh, there is a problem with batteries. They take iron and copper. Yeah. So, and I guess what I'm ideally pitching for is something like this. Okay, so we actually need to move the whole thing down one. I don't even know why I'm doing that, but never mind. Seems a lot of effort for very little return. There we go. Save a space. Let me get a car as well. Where do we need to go? Over this way, start slowing down. Oh, we've already got all of those in there. Alright, we'll grab a second car. Let's go. Where are we? We are up here. No, we're over here. Stop. Right. Okay, car. We need sulfuric acid coming in as well. So, might be better that the sulfuric acid is not coming in the same side as the resources. Can we lock these off? We can. So what I could do is say, well, you can be that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Oh, that's nice. So they actually have an even number of slots. Just check something real quick. Yes, it's one of each. You could be copper. something like that. So a train line should fit here according to my calculations. It does. Alright, and we should be able to fit something like no room right next to this, unless we extend that another length. Oh, I don't have any modules on me. Oh, that's gone up too high. So is it worth putting more modules on here? And pushing this down one, or should we just run with what we have? Don't know, but if we're going to go to 40, that is quite a step up from the 32 that we require. I guess I should... It's further than I was expecting, isn't it? Help me out here, bots. Thanks. And of course a timely autosave. Right. I haven't actually allowed room for power just yet, but let's just put that there. Let's put another car here. Actually, it doesn't matter where that car goes because we can run pipes like that. So that will be fine. I don't need those anymore, or any of this really. So I think what we are after is, yeah, let's just grab some modules, see what sort of multipliers we have with that setup. I think up here is the fastest way to the modules. Am I getting any better at knowing when to brake? It looks like no, not really. Wood shouldn't be in there. They shouldn't be in there either. How did you get wood in there, dude? Anyway, so yeah, we've got some modules now. Let's see. Does this one reach? I think it does. So what speed up does that give us? It gives us 5. Okay. And how many batteries do we actually need? Batteries are just part of the 800 accumulators. 4,000 batteries every minute. 4,000. Okay, so 4,000 divided by 60 times 5 divided by 1.3 divided by 5.0625, 50. So that's not going to be fast enough. Alright. I guess we will have to do this then. So that we can get more speed up in there. Beacons, these guys. Probably won't end up using them actually. Okay, so now we've got 7.5, that's a 50% gain over what we had before. Don't like that we have such a long line of inserters, but it would have been 50 times 2, which is 100. Well, actually, it would have been 50 times 4 for 200, or it's 40 times 5. So it's actually exactly the same number of inserters, so that's fine. And this speed up will make all the difference in the world. Let's just do that math again. 4,000 divided by 60 times 5, because it takes 5 seconds for each battery, divided by 1.3 for the productivity bonus, and divided by 7.5625 gives us 33.9. So it's not as good as the 32 I originally calculated it at, but 33.9, we do 40, we're safe. So this is the kind of setup we will need. These guys won't work. I should really have got some carriages. That is not the one I want. That is the one I want. So it basically goes in something like so. Take off that one. Just see what this looks like. So this would be our battery stop. We need some wagons now to try and flesh this out. Maybe I should do that. So this will be both copper and iron, so I guess batteries C plus I, make that a capital C. Alright. And this one is our batteries load. Well, it's our battery, it's our solar. It's not our solar, it's our satellite. Batteries load. Whoops, load. There we go. And I don't need those. And I should have enough room there for 20 of those, just so I can make sure that setup works. Let's run up here and grab that stuff. We don't need those. I don't need any of these to be populated out. Just give me my carriages, thanks. Oh, there they all are, that's great. Hope you guys are appreciating the quieter jet. I certainly am. Right. Alright, that's not going to work. Let's get these faster legs working. There we go. Get rid of that. I think I might actually want a space beside these. I'm not 100% sure. Let me just see. So we want the middle basically going, or do we? If it was there, goes down like so. We have steel chests. Does that go there? Where exactly do we put the car? And that can work. And that seems to be intersecting this at about the same spot, so that's a good sign, I guess. There should eventually be a pattern emerging up here, so I guess I have to manually do these until we get that pattern. We're probably running out of time, so maybe if we get to the point where we actually have a pattern. Oh, I've run out of cars as well. It's probably not what I want. 1, 2. Something like that. And there, and is this the original pattern? 1, 2. I don't think so. Yes, actually it is. So, if we we're actually out of modules. So in this shape, this first one is not quite accurate. What we'd need instead is basically that, which does power everything up, which is fantastic. And that means that every 2, like so, would need one of those guys, and that, and copy that. Do I worry about getting modules in these last ones? That should be a pattern that we can slap down and reuse. Should be. But for some reason it's not. Maybe I need to get rid of the rail. Take rail out. Here we go. Now we're going to need this on both sides of the train, so does it rotate very easily, and can we slap this side down? Yes, we can. Good. And we just do this for the length of the train. Okay. So obviously we've overshot slightly, but that's okay because we're doing we started with an odd number and we're adding 2 each time, so I guess it was inevitable that we would actually overshoot. But that's easily remedied. And down here as well. Does that one reach this one? Not sure. Find out soon enough. And rail obviously through the bottom area along here. So that is the that's copper and iron as well. Let's just swap these guys over. May as well lay out everything that I've got. And this will feed the accumulators for our satellites. Wow, we're actually out of beacons. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I know there's a few more on here, I think. Let's grab them as well. You're actually out of power range, eh? That's interesting. we go. That one there may be worth putting in. Might be more useful than that one, in fact. But there you have it. So, guys, I think I will wrap up here. Obviously, there's a little bit more infrastructure that needs to go in here for making the sulfuric acid. We obviously need more iron and so it's kind of making me think that maybe I actually should have created a another iron train and another copper train. Well, it'll do for now. So yeah, I'll wrap it up. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye for now.